What's up, guys? It's your boy J Bobs here on the call tonight for a Sim Football Evolution playoff game divisional round between X-Tab's Cleveland Browns and Hendo's Tennessee Titans. The Browns finished the season at 13-3 and won their wild card game to get in. And Hendo went undefeated on the season, and one of his victories was me. And X-Tab's, one of X-Tab's victory was me as well. So I played both of these opponents in this season of Sim Football Evolution. It looks like my screen might be a little off still. Shouldn't be. No, it's good. Yeah, sorry guys, just adjusting it. Okay, well, you guys let me know if things are too loud. X-Tab's got the ball teed up. And Jamie Gillen sends it away, and we're underway from Nissan Stadium, and the kick is through the end zone for a touchback. I can't really get it much higher quality. It depends on the host streamer, the Twitch streamer. That'd be X-Tab. I wish I could, though. That'd be really nice. Try to give you guys the best quality.
Here we go. What's left? What's left? Watch the out. Watch
Okay, I am monitoring the chat, so I will see your guys' posts and try to respond to them. Hendo starts the game with the screen to the left side. It is blown up at the line of scrimmage by the outside linebacker, and it'll be 2nd and 10. That's as good as an incompletion pretty much for X-Tab to start this game. So now Mariota is going to come out single back look here. Tight end trips left. He's going to give it. And he has 11 on that carry, and that's a first down. So a good carry to move the chains after what was not an incompletion, but a screen pass that went for no yards. So now Mariota under center again. He's got two wideouts, and he's going to give it to Henry again. And Henry this time stacked up at the line of scrimmage. And it'll be 2nd and 10 for the Titans. This might be, by the way, Hendo's most competent opponent all season. 16-0. He's faced very little resistance in the AFC South and throughout the AFC in general, but this is one of the most competent opponents he could face here. The pass complete for a gain of 7, and now it'll be 3rd and short, 3rd and 3 coming up for Marcus Mariota and company as Hendo looks to move the ball again, but a big opportunity for X-Tab to get off the field. Henry left. Oh, nasty juke move. Picks up the first down. And now an injury on the Browns side here as linebacker Starling is injured. And I'm not sure if that's one of his good players or not. I couldn't tell you off the top of my head, but I know what it's like to have linebacker shortages. And it's very rough, especially when you're facing a guy like Derrick Henry. And that pass is over the head of the defender and caught for a first down. A good touch pass. Starling appears to be okay. He'll be back in, but the Titans have moved the chains yet again. They're inching ever so closer to the red zone. They're at the Browns 29. And now a two tight end formation from Mariota out of the pistol. Mariota looks to throw. Mariota across the middle, and that one into a ton of traffic, but doesn't find anybody's hands. It's incomplete. A couple of Browns defenders ran into each other trying to make a play on it. That appears to be the closest thing to possession for either team there, 2nd and 10.
Check. 6-man. Check.
Now an offset I. And Mariota gives it off to the left. And the tackle is made. And that would be 3rd and 5. So that was a good run by the backup running back there. I couldn't see what his name is. This a little bit of a lower quality stream here we got. 3rd and 5. He's going to give it to him again, and he's got it first. He is shoved out of bounds after a gain of 6. And now the Titans are in the red zone on the opening drive. This is Hendo at his best, moving the chains with ease. Mariota's got everybody else spread out but the running back. And now he motions out to the left, and now everybody is spread out, including the running back. And now he's going to look to throw. And the pass caught, and the juke move back inside, gets him 7 yards, and it'll be 2nd and short following that completion. And the Browns defense needs to put some pressure on Mariota here. He has seen no pressure. He's just been comfortable in the pocket, and perhaps that has something to do with the fact he's not stopping the run. Here's a short pass out to the right for Derrick Henry, and it's caught, but for no gain. Another big 3rd down here for X-Tab. He needs to get off the field here. This is a critical one. You don't want to give up another 3rd down conversion. Getting a stop here would be a moral victory, to say the least. He's got to cover that slot receiver. And if he doesn't, he's going to pay for it. You know Hendo. And he does cover him with a user, and that pass is incomplete. So Hendo is stopped on 3rd down as Mariota is inaccurate with the football, and it's 4th and 3. There comes the field goal unit as Sly's kick is up and good. So X-Tab holds Hendo to a field goal to start this playoff game. It's 3-0 Titans. We'll see what the Browns can do now. That's got to feel good if you're X-Tab. I mean, Hendo was moving it down the field. It was like a tractor. He was just pretty much being the corn, but he stopped being the corn on that 3rd and 3. And the reason is because he got pressure on Mariota and forced the pass to be a little awry, even though that pass was on target. That may have been a touchdown. The pressure forced it to be incomplete. And now he's going to throw it to the slant, or it's the slot, excuse me, and that is incomplete. No, it is a catch. It's a catch and a fumble. So they do give him 6 on it. It went out of bounds. So no recovery for either team. The Browns keep it 2nd and 4. Here's a run to the left, and a juke move. He's going to lose a yard. As Bibbs, a guy that tore my Kansas City Chiefs apart earlier in the season, not getting to Hendo there. And right off the bat, 3rd and 5. Darnold in the shotgun. 4 wide receivers spread out here. We'll see if he keeps Bibbs for extra protection. He's facing a 3-man rush. That is a pick. Oh, no. Hendo dropped the pick 6. It's 4th down, and X-Tab will have to punt anyways, but that could have been a lot worse, as that was a pick 6, and he held on to that one. The punt is out at the 20. If you guys want to hear more of my commentary to other games, be sure to follow me on YouTube, subscribe to me on YouTube. I mean, I just realized today that this thing was actually hooked up to my YouTube and not my Twitch. I'll see if I want to get back to my Twitch. And here's a run to the left side. It's a huge run, a gain of 26. And it's a 1st down for Tennessee. And they're close to midfield already as Bird runs it to the left side with ease. The Red Sea parted on that run. as I was talking about my commentary stuff here. And now Henry gets a carry. Yeah, that is Henry. Just a gain of 2. That is his first carry. All of his action has come through the air so far. So now you got a 2nd and 9. And now he's going to come out with 2 tight ends. And this is asking for a run to the left. We'll see if Hendo mixes it up. He is going to throw. And the wide open receiver. Oh, check that. The safety was there, and he forced the incompletion. I didn't see the safety either, to be honest. Partly because it's a lower quality stream, but also because it was good coverage. 3rd and 9. He's going to throw. That pass is batted down, and he probably should have intercepted it. Regardless, it's 4th and 9. The Titans will punt. A good job by the Browns defense getting off the field here after the big run to start the drive. Punt is returned only to the 17. Well, this is not a surprise. We were expecting a very tough, contested game, even though Hendo was undefeated. He's facing a 13-3 Browns team. And everybody's after Hendo's head at this point. And he should have ran it left. He ran it right, and that got blown up very quickly. Hindsight's 20/20, if you ask me. But that one could have went the other way for a lot more yards. So now you got 2nd and 13. He's loading up the right side of that defensive line. He only rushes 4. And that pass is awry. It's picked off. There's a penalty. He goes down. And that is going to come back. The interception will not count, as there was defensive pass interference. I didn't see it, but they did, apparently. So now the Browns still have the football. Once again, bailed out, this time by the officials. X-Tab. And that's a backwards pass. It is caught by Bibbs. Luckily, if he drops that is a fumble. Bibbs gets 8. So it's a good play in the end. Bibbs getting out in the space, using his elusiveness in the pass game. The run game hasn't come to fruition so far for the Browns. And now he's going to try the outside, and that doesn't work as Hendo is all over it, and now it's 3rd and 4. We'll see if the Browns can earn a first down here. They need to earn one. The previous one they got was on a penalty. So 3rd down, he's looking, he throws to the sideline. It is caught for a first down. A good throw by Darnold. And it is Pearson on the catch. And Pearson has his first reception. That is the end of quarter number 1. Hendo has a 3-0 lead, but this is a tightly contested game. Nobody's running away with it so far. X-Tab just picked up his first down. That don't mean anything. His offense can really get going here in a hurry. If he finds, it's a loose football. It's picked up by Hendo. He's going the other way to the 10, and Hendo has got himself a TD on the hit stick fumble recovery. And the extra point is good. Hendo 10, X-Tab nothing. And that is the first monster play of the game. And it comes from the undefeated 16-0 Hendo. We'll see what X-Tab does to respond. He hasn't had much offense, quite frankly. He just got his first down, and as I was speaking about it, he got hit-sticked and fumbled it on the first play of the quarter. And I wonder if he's going to be leaning a little bit more towards that R1 button and trying to protect the football, as this one is good for a gain of 3. He's got 2nd and 7 coming up. Now Darnold throws to the outside. That is a good catch for a first down, a gain of 11. And it is OBJ. He still has OBJ, by the way. After 6 seasons here in SFB. Bibbs up the middle, and he gets 5. And if you're X-Tab, you got to score points on this drive. You don't want Hendo to get the ball back with the 2-score lead. So this is a big drive right here early in the second quarter, and it looks like Hendo jumped off sides. Nope, he was provoked by the offensive line. They say it's a false start. That's the right tackle must have moved first. And now a sack on Darnold coming off the right side. And you can see that false start must have really got to that right tackle. So that time he may have moved a little late, and now it's 3rd and forever. This is not where X-Tab wanted to be early on. And now another jump. We'll see who it's on this time. And once again on that right tackle. And now it's 3rd and even longer. Third and 22. He's got to go long here and trying to pick up this first down. Hendo's only going to send a 3-man rush. Darnold steps up, throws long, and knocked away, incomplete. So it'll be 4th and 22, and the punter, Gillen, is out. So he'll send this punt away, down by 10. He's going to trust his defense. Per SFE rules, he has to. Cannot go for it on 4th and 22 inside your own, inside midfield for sure. Pretty much any point in the game, unless you're losing in the 4th, that's pretty much the rule. Run to the left side for Wynn. And he gets 4. It'll be 2nd and 6. You can see he's getting in the zone with that running back already. So that X factor is starting to get heating up. He's starting to get in that zone. That's what you wanted to avoid if you're X-Tab. And that one is broken up by the safety, incomplete. A.J. Brown was the receiver for the Titans who tried to make that catch, but good coverage downfield. So now you got 3rd and 6. You got 3 wideouts here in this formation, a tight end and Wynn, the running back, in the backfield. And that pass is caught, and yes, it's a catch. It's a first down for the Titans. Along the sidelines. Corey Davis on the catch. Byron Jones had to make the tackle, and now here's a run to the left side. And that's another first down for the Titans as Wynn, all he does is win no matter what. I guess that's the case here. He gets a run up the left side. And now you got a motion man to the right. And that pass, oh, it's intercepted. And Ward gets up. He's going to run. And he breaks a tackle. Can he get away from the last people to get away from? He can't. As it looks like the right guard or the right tackle made the play for Tab. And it is now Browns football. This could be a turning point in this game here. Don't go away. And Hendo's trying to come back with some hard-hitting tackles. Wasn't quite a hit stick on Whitehead, and he gets 9. It was a good tackle, but not a hit stick. Now 2nd and 1, Titans are showing blitz, and here they come to try and seal the gaps. They couldn't do it in time to prevent the first down, a gain of 2 for Whitehead.
That's the way.
Darnold fakes it, and he's under pressure, and he's sacked. The running back did not pick up the blitz. And I think that was the plan, Bibbs, to pick up the pressure, whatever comes in. But, yeah, number 94 just came in unblocked. And that is always the quarterback's worst nightmare. On 2nd and 18, Bibbs for 1, maybe 2. He needed more than that. Now it's 3rd and 16. Showing just a 3-man rush again. You see him double team the left tackle, and he almost got into the face from the right side. It is a gain of 13, so it makes it 4th and short, and it looks like Tab is going to kick a field goal. It's a smart move. It would make it a 1-score game if he makes it. The kick is up and good. So the Browns cut into the deficit, make it a 1-score game. It is 10-3 Hendo. And the return is out to the 25, and Hendo takes over. So we'll see if Hendo bounces back from the interception. He's 16-0 for a reason. He probably hasn't faced too much adversity, though, throughout this season. So this isn't too adverse. His defense did stick up for him at the end. And a gain of 2 for Wynn. And now we've hit the 2-minute warning here in the first half of the Sim Football Evolution divisional round game here between the Browns and the Titans. Tab versus Hendo. Tab is loading up the left side of the D-line, and a wide open Brown in the slot, and he's going to be short of the first down by a little bit more than half a yard. It'll be 3rd and 1 officially. Short 1. Hendo's got options here. He's got 3 timeouts at a minute 56. On 3rd and short, he can run. Quarterback sneak it. He could also throw it, obviously. We'll see what he decides to do. I would run it. The run game has been working well for Hendo. And it looks like he's daring him to run. He's coming out with 3 tight ends here. And that is an easy first down. If I were the Browns, I would have called a timeout and made sure that my formation matched his. And that time it didn't. He had the 4 guys on the line against 7. He was going to lose that all day. And now Hendo runs it to the left with Wynn again. And now a face mask, it appears, as that was an awkward tackle by Jannard Avery. And now the ball is past midfield, well past midfield, in fact, after the 15-yard penalty is tacked on. And Hendo's on the Browns' 36-yard line.
57, Mike 57.
And here's a throw, caught right side. Can he make the final move? He's tackled at the 10. And it'll be 1st and 10, I guess, from there, not 1st and goal. And we're coming up on a minute to play here in the first half. This would be a huge score for Hendo right here to go back up by 2 scores. Even if he gets a field goal, it'll be a 2-score game, but a touchdown just makes it a whole lot sweeter right now for him. If you're Tab, you really got to make a stop, and there's the first step, just a 1-yard gain, and now it's saying goal line. It'll be 2nd and goal, apparently, now. I didn't see where they could get the first down, so that sounds about right. And also a smart call by Tab to call timeout. Not let Hendo chew out the clock here. So he can get the ball back for 1 more possession regardless of what happens here. Unless there's a defensive penalty that results in an automatic first down. Mariota is sacked from the left side, and now it will be 3rd and goal at the 13. And another timeout called by Tab. As yes, again, he's trying to get the football back. He's going to run this thing. And a juke move, another juke move. And oh boy, that is close. He almost made it. A gain of 11 for Wynn. And now the final timeout used by Tab. This is interesting. If you're Hendo, it's 2 yards away. And he's going to go for it here. Hendo is going to go for it. The Browns have no timeouts remaining. So they have to get this play call right. And I don't think they do. This is an easy touchdown if you're Hendo, if you just run it to the right, I think. Oh, check that. He tried to run it to the outside, and that was... Okay, that's not what I meant. I meant like inside, not outside. And the Browns get the stop on 4th down. And that is a big one for Tab, as he gets to go in the halftime locker room down by only 7, and he gets the football to start the second half if he's smart here. We'll see if he tries to do anything with this. He's going to throw it long. He's got a man open. It's Odell Beckham Jr. He's going to go all the way. 96 yards. And a PAT away from tying it. And it's good. Oh my goodness gracious, what a mistake by Hendo. I was busy talking about what Tab should do, and he ignored me. If I would have told what Hendo should have done, it would have been like, do not allow that to happen. That's for sure. Have 3 guys deep on every play. Heck, 4 guys deep on every play. I play cover 4, prevent, or something. I mean, if he runs the ball, he runs the ball. You make the tackle for a gain of 20, it's still running the ball. He has no timeouts. But that was the last thing that Hendo should have done. Allowing a guy to get beat that easily. And now Hendo's just going to run the clock out, it appears. And that is demoralizing for a 16-0 Hendo. Tab ties the game right before halftime, and he gets the ball to start the second half. One last run here. Wynn tries to break it, and now he gets into decent position, at least for a Hail Mary maybe. When he's only at his own 34, I'm not sure if Mariota can throw it 70 yards. He's going to need at least 70 yards worth of arm here. He's not going to try that. He's just going to run and try to make something happen. It's well short of 60 yards short, in fact. That's the end of the first half. Tab tied the game at 10 right before halftime. And what do you know? Odell Beckham Jr. comes up big. And now the Browns get to start the second half, and the ball is returned to the 21. So Tab coming out under center with 2 tight ends in this formation. Bibbs in the backfield. Darnold is in the zone after 1 touchdown, by the way. That's one thing I like to note about abilities. All it takes is 1 play to get someone going. Darnold, until that pass to Beckham, was not having the best game of his life. But now all of a sudden, he probably feels like it with that X Factor on fire. And there's a good block by the fullback, and here's Bibbs in open field, and it's a good tackle to prevent the touchdown. And the Browns will have it at his own 41 with a fresh set of downs as well. Darnold's in the gun. He fakes the handoff, looks to throw. Plenty of time, but nobody open. Now he finds a man, and he's out of bounds. So now second down. This offense suddenly found a rhythm with that Beckham pass. And a big run by Bibbs has him set up here. And Bibbs gets 8 on that carry. And now it's 3rd and 2. We'll see what happens here. Now he's got more options. He can go short, he can go long with the throw, or he can run it again with Bibbs. We'll see how Hendo responds as well. He's coming out with a look of blitz off the edge. Pressure does drop off, and the pressure up the middle gets there, and it's a sack. And the Browns have to punt here on 4th down. And he's going to try and pin him inside the 10. We'll see if he can. I don't see where this ball is going. It does pin him inside the 10. It's at the 9. So that's where the ball is marked out of bounds. Good game we got here, guys. I'm really glad to be on this call. I haven't done a game in a long time, let alone a game like this. And here's Wynn. Wynn breaks loose, and he gets 19 on his first carry of the second half. Wynn had a pretty good first half, and he's trying to do more here in the second half. He gets 19 on that first carry. The Titans, if I'm Hendo, I'm running it until Tab can prove that he can stop it. He throws this time to the right side, the completion to A.J. Brown. And it's a gain of 8. 2nd and 2 coming up. Now pistol look here. This is usually where you see a run, and here's a run. And Henry gets, well, he tripped over his own offensive lineman. Otherwise, he would have had more yards. Probably wouldn't have been a touchdown, but he would have had 5 or maybe even 10 more yards because he was in open space with that safety, the only guy there. And he's going to motion him in to the right. That is Brown. And again, a run. And this time, Tab gets the stop for just a yard this time. We'll be 2nd down. So second and 10, I guess, even though the play was a gain of a yard. A fake. Mariota across the middle. Complete. A gain of 9 there, and it'll be 3rd and 2.
That's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 2.
So shotgun look here. Is he going to run it? He is. And a nasty juke by Wynn. He already had the first down, but that just got him more. He gets 11. And this guy has been like a video game arcade machine. Like, this is sim mode, but yeah, that is total arcade mode right there, if you ask me. Wynn just pulls the shoes off of that linebacker easily. He just like untied them. Comes out, trips right, and Mariota with time, and he fires incomplete. As he tried to force it in there, and was kind of lucky that wasn't intercepted there. A little bit of earlier reaction time there, and that is an interception. So now 2nd and 10, Mariota in the gun, spreading out 4 receivers, one of them being a tight end. He's going to throw. Pressure comes in, and that pass is batted away, incomplete by Ward. The pressure came in by Myles Garrett off the edge, and if you're Hendo, you don't want to see that guy in your face. He does not have the X factor lit up. He hasn't had the greatest of games. He's been in check, but that's not a guy you want to see get going. And then this pass is incomplete. It was a screen. I'm not sure how that went awry. I think the running back got held up by the defensive line. And now here's a long 56-yard field goal try from Hendo. And he drilled it. He just barely had the leg, but he made it. And now Hendo regains the lead. It's a 3-point lead, but it's a lead nevertheless. Tab needs to answer here. And that is stopped short of where he would have been had he just simply taken a knee. He's at the 22. And that kick, by the way, was crucial. If he misses that, Tabb has great field position in a tied game and a chance to take the lead. Here's Bibbs, and that is why I say that was crucial, because the running game for both teams has been absolutely amazing. And Bibbs trying to show off his running abilities. Although Tabb hasn't been able to run it as much because he's been playing from behind. And I mean, early in the game it wasn't working as well, but now Hendo has been caught deep with Beckham. He's trying to guard against that happening again. So now he's been a little bit more vulnerable to stopping the run. And this time he does stop the run for just a short gain. It's a gain of 1. And it'll be 2nd and 9. Shotgun look here for Darnold. Here comes the pressure from the right side. It is picked up. He throws it into triple cut. Oh my goodness, that is caught! There were 5 blue shirts there. I counted 5, yes, 5. And there were only 2 white shirts in that entire play. And it was a Browns player who caught the football. Oh my goodness. How? And a handoff to the left for Bibbs. And that is good for nothing. And if Tabb gets points, any sort of points out of this drive, we will remember that catch for a very long time. And 2nd down, screen pass is complete. Bibbs gets 7, maybe 8. It's 8, okay. 3rd and 2. Under a minute to play here in the 3rd. He's on the edge of field goal range, it appears. Got to be careful here with this football, though. Don't want to turn it over. On 3rd, completion to Beckham. Check that, is not Beckham. That is his tight end. His tight end was running a slant out of that position. Beckham, yeah. Beckham wears 13. I know that. So that was just a little bit of an error on my part. Bibbs up the middle. And he gets a couple, maybe. And that's the end of quarter number 3. Hendo has the lead. He's undefeated, but Tabb looking to put an end to that and put an end to his season here in this divisional round here in Sim Football Evolution. And there he goes on 2nd and 9. He's going to just check it down, and the check down gets him nothing. A huge 3rd down here to start the 4th quarter. We'll see who's throwing up the force here in this playoff game. Sim Football Evolution. Darnold throws left side. That is a incompletion. And he was trying to throw it to the wheel route to the outside and couldn't. And now a big field goal attempt here. And you can see that meter is way off. And the kick is no good. The pressure got to Tabb, and he misses. And Hendo maintains his 3-point lead with 7:27 to play. And now you got a play fake here, and Boo's coming out. That pass is caught, but that's going to come back. That was holding from the start. So now first and 19. That's a rarity. It must have been 1 yard downfield. So now in 1st and 19, he gives the ball to Wynn, who gives all of the holding yardage back. He'll be 2nd and 9. You can imagine it's going to be win or bust at this point, maybe. And he could mix in a couple of throws, but Wynn is going to be the main guy. And yes, he's going to throw it, but it's going to be to Wynn, or excuse me, Henry. Oh, no, that is win. That is 20, not 22. I'm getting my numbers fudged up a little bit now because of the stream. I thought that was 22. But it is 3rd and 8. A very short gain for win. And now empty set here for Mariota. And that is an easy pitch and catch. I don't think I've seen much easier than that. A.J. Brown for 14. And that moves to Sticks. First down. Oh, he's on the plus side of midfield. That's why I did the math wrong there. And now Wynn gets the carry, and he gets 4. It'll be 2nd and 6 coming up. Tab needs to really hunker down here and get the stop. And he's got 2 tight ends. A run to the left. This is Henry. Henry with the truck. And that puts Hendo in field goal range at Tab's 29. We're coming up at the 5-minute mark here. Now Mariota under center. He's got 3 bunched up to the right. And a run to the right-hand side. Wynn gets 5. It'll be 2nd and 5 coming up. 2 wide receivers to the left of this formation. Single back. And Mariota gives it up the middle. And it's Wynn getting another first down. And a red zone opportunity here for the Titans. And this is certainly a closeout drive if you're Hendo now, as we're coming up on the 4-minute mark. And if you're Tab, you need to really step it up here. Got to stop the run first. Dare him to throw this football. Henry, 4. 2nd down coming up. And that's just 1 stop. He needs 2 more of those. And now Mariota's going to give it off again, and he couldn't get past his own guy, and it'll be 3rd down. Once again, Derrick Henry. He's using a lot more of Derrick Henry now. Maybe it's a red zone thing or it's a 4-minute thing. I'm not sure. It's definitely 4-minute offense time here for the Titans. Now Wynn is back in there for 3rd and 3. And a run to the left side. Wynn gets the space. Oh, he tripped over his own guy. Otherwise, he was gone. And Hendo was gone to the AFC Championship game. But he needs 2 more yards for the TD. 1st and goal at the 2. We come up on 3 minutes to play. Up the middle. Henry into the end zone. Touchdown. Hendo. And the extra point is good, 20-10. And probably no way back now for Tab. It would take a miracle to win it at this point. I mean, it's not totally over, but this is a long way back now if you're Tab. And that missed field goal, he's going to be kicking himself for it. Now Darnold looks to throw. He's going to throw it deep left into double coverage. It is intercepted by Adoree Jackson. And now the Titans have the ball back, up by 10, under 3 minutes to play. And Hendo has grabbed this game by its throat. And he's going to go to 17-0 here on this season. Assuming he doesn't make any major mistakes. We've seen that before now. Saw that the other night in CMG's broadcast with the Soden Bowl. Well, last night that was actually. Hendo 16-0 for a reason. He probably doesn't make that many of those kinds of mistakes. And he'll be playing the winner of the later game between the Chargers and the Ravens. Be hosting them, in fact, here in this stadium, Nissan Stadium. It's the number 1 overall seed in the AFC. By far the most dominant force in this league. And we've reached the 2-minute warning.
The stop made by Myles Garrett. He's brought down back at the 40-yard line.
And to Tab, all I gotta say is he put up a really good fight. He did put up a really good fight. And that big pass to OBJ, one of the few mistakes Hendo has made all season.
Watch 20, check 20.
The fact that he gave that up was a big mistake, but the rest of what Hendo did today was just too much for Tab. And, oh, wait a second here. It's an interception. And this is what I was talking about. And although it'll take a miracle for Tab to come back, I mean, this is a start. This is a start right here for Tab, and now Hendo's got to be scrambled a little bit here. If he gets a touchdown here soon enough without using timeouts, then he doesn't even have to onside it. He's going to run it, though. Run the football. And I don't know if that was the call. Maybe he was trying to catch him out, but he wasn't called out there, and now he's going to pay the price for it in time lost. And now he's going to fire under pressure, complete. The clock will continue to move here. And he's going to huddle here. I don't think he can huddle too much more now. So we're coming up inside a minute to play. And now a shotgun look here, 3-man rush from Hendo, and that's to the back of the end zone, and that is incomplete. 1:02 to play, and Tab needs 10 points here in 1 minute 2 seconds. And once again, this is an obvious pass. He's got Bibbs, and he's got the touchdown. So hold on here a minute. With under a minute to play, Tab has made it a 1-score game again. It is officially 58 seconds left. And now what do you do if you're Tab? Do you onside it or do you kick it deep? He has 3 timeouts, so he doesn't have to onside it. He is going to kick it deep. I would honestly onside it. I mean, I'm not sure if I trust my defense, especially with the way Wynn is running the football. Hendo is going to go down and play it safe. He does, understandably so, did not want to get hit stick to fumble the ball and the ball ripped out. So you know the Browns are going to be hunting for heads now. They're going to be trying to do everything they can to get this football back as soon as they can. Left side, first down, Wynn. Can he go all the way? He is shoved out of bounds, and that is a big deal. Even though he got a huge gain, that stops the clock. I'm sure that's what Tab was trying to do, shove him out of bounds. I'm not sure what Hendo was doing. He should have cut it back inside before he got tackled. And now Henry up the middle, and now because of the out-of-bounds situation, Tab still has all 3 of his timeouts, and he has the ability to use them here, and he's got timeout number 1. Now if he gives up one more first down, it's over. Hendo's on the outside of field goal range, by the way, just a side note. And now a tackle on Henry for 1 more, and there's the second timeout of the 4th quarter for Tab. You can imagine if Tab gets a stop here, Hendo's probably going to kick the field goal, and if I'm Tab, I'm putting all my chips in and making a big special teams play. But first, you got to get this stop. And he's coming out in a shotgun, and it's a read option. He cuts it back. Oh, he's shoestring tackled. So Tab, by the measure of a shoestring, is still alive. Here comes a field goal attempt, and if I'm Tab, once again, I am putting all my chips in here. No, the kick is up and good. So he's got 30 seconds left, and that's it. And he's got to get a touchdown now because that field goal made made it so he needed a touchdown. But the fact that this is even possible is beyond my understanding. Why did Hendo throw an interception when he was up by 10? If you're Tab, you got to be throwing to the sidelines. You do not have time to throw it in the middle of the field here. He's doing all his checks. He's trying to make sure a sack surely ends the game now. And I'd be sure that Hendo is not going to make that same mistake he made earlier. The Beckham sideline pass, and that is probably a good thing because he would have been tackled inbounds. It'll be 2nd and 10. Good thing for a Tab, that is. That pass, by the way, took 4 seconds off the clock. If you're Hendo, you got to know that the sidelines are where is what he's looking for. Here on 2nd and 10, 26 seconds to play. Looking to throw. He's going to go deep right. And a good play by Hendo. Good awareness of the sidelines. And he bats it away. It's 3rd down. He has to go 75 yards in 19 seconds, but he was able to go 96 with OBJ earlier in one play. So it is possible still. OBJ is running an out route on the left-hand side. He's going to throw. Oh, it is intercepted, and that will do it. And that's it. Now we can say it's over. As Hendo made it a lot harder than it had to be, but at the end of the day, he will be going to the AFC Championship game here in Sim Football Evolution Season 6. And the one last kneel down from Marcus Mariota, and the clock runs down. 2, 1, triple zeros, 17-0 Hendo. And all the props to Tab for putting up a great fight. This was a great game, and this was unbelievable stuff from both teams. And Hendo, we expected every time out of Hendo, but from Tab, he put up a fight. He had the chance to win. Yes, he had the chance to win. And how much do you think Tab is kicking himself for missing that field goal at the end? Or not at the end, but early in the 4th quarter. That's all. I mean, if he makes that, man, he's under a lot more pressure. So, that's all I got for you guys here today from Sim Football Evolution. Hendo going to the AFC Championship game. He'll take out the winner of Kevin Kiki later on. That would be the Chargers and the Ravens. I'm not sure when that game is taking place. And thank you guys for coming out and listening to me on the call. This is your boy J-Bob signing off now, saying see you next time from Sim Football Evolution. Have a good evening.